You wouldn't believe it's November. It is flat calm, not a breath of wind. A little bit of overcast. Perfect foraging day. Hopefully the tide goes out well today and we can get to all the lobster holes. Nice sized Venus clam there. Haven't found a live one of them in a little while. Really high up as well. We're still very early on the tide, so I'm just having a little mooch around, because often you'll find the scallops have been washed up here even though it's really high up, so it's always good to have a little mooch around. I thought we had a keeper then. That's a huge scallop. Shame it's not live. Tide's slowly going down. We've still got an hour and a half till low water yet. Finding scallop shells everywhere, just no keepers. Come on, there's got to be one around here somewhere. The size of that ormer down there, that's an absolute beauty. You can't forage these till January. That was nice and safe. Don't see a lot of ormers down here unless it's a giant tide, so it's nice to see them further up the beach. Where are the scallops? Look at that. That looks like it's off a sponge crab. You can see the indentation of a crab there. You get a sponge crab, they're sort of furry with pink claws, and they adopt this sort of sponge on their head. That was interesting. I've never found one just foraging before. That's definitely off a sponge crab for sure. Interesting. It's a baby scallop. Look at that tiny little thing. Definitely not legal size, but nice to see. We're on the right track. See if he starts clapping. Keep him in there, be nice and safe. There's another lovely ormer there, look. It's a beauty. Little squat lobsters. Not finding much scallops. They are very few and far between, that's for sure. It's quite interesting. I'm not sure if that's a saddle oyster or not. If you know, guys, leave it in the comments. I've never found a shell like that before. It looks very similar to a saddle oyster. I've never seen them like that before though. Sort of metallic shell on it. Shame it's not living. Interesting little find though. Oh, so close. Oh, I've got one. Yes. First scallop of the day, finally. I've been searching through scallop shells for ages now, and I haven't found a single one really, apart from that tiny one. Look at that. What a beauty. Definitely taking that home. That's about 40 minutes of searching just for that one scallop. Hopefully there's more around here. I've got the good old carrier bag today, so I've lost my foraging bag. For that there, that's a fine scallop. Fingers crossed we can find some more. It was very well camouflaged. I only seen it because I was picking this up and I seen a little squirt of water. It's the only reason I saw that. I don't know if it's a keeper or not, but you could spot that from a mile away. The pink on that scallop. Is it going to be a keeper though? Yes, it is a keeper. Bargain. Yes. Ah, we're sniffing them out now. I'm like a scallop hound. Second scallop of the day. I really didn't think that was going to be a keeper. I thought, because it was facing up like that, I thought it would have been a dead one. But no, we've got one down, baby. Scallop number 2 in the bag. I'm going to start heading to the lobster holes now. We'll let the tide go down and we'll come back to this spot because it seems that they're quite buried. Found one buried one and one laying on the sand, so I'm hoping as that tide drops we'll be able to come down here and hear some more clapping or find some more laying around. It's got to be more. 2 down. I always enjoy little forages like this, just plodding around, just having a mooch. I'm not out for anything specific, but it's such a calm day. It's just a pleasure to be out. All sorts of bird life on the beaches. I just can't get close enough to film them. See if I can get it on camera. I was just stopped here, listening out, and then I heard that. A little clap. And there you go, look at him. Oh, he's got hold of the hook. That little buddy. Look at that little baby scallop. We're on the other side of the beach now as well. I don't usually find scallops here. Interesting though, but yeah, you're always looking for that clapping sound. It's always a dead giveaway. Same thing as before. And I can see the frills. Look at the size of that beauty. That is a monster. Oh, check that out. That's a proper scallop right there. Same as before as well. It's obviously been washed out by the tide and it was sticking up like this. Dead giveaway with that pink on the bottom. That's gonna have some meat in it, that one. There we go. Strong, that seaweed that sits on them. Oh, I can just taste it, the garlic scallops. Oh yeah, let's get some more. That's 3 now. Look at the size of that compared to my hand. That's a proper scallop. It's another big ormer. It's looking good for the January, that's for sure. Certainly a lot around. And another one bites the dust. Look at that. A lot of little baby scallops. Nice clean one, that. Where's all the biggies? It's nice. As soon as that tide went down a little bit more, we're starting to find them more regular now. Cute little things, baby scallop. Where's all the biggies? That would have been a nice crab to find. Look at the claws on that. Check the size of that out. I have never seen a monstrosity like this. This is a sea hare, and this is absolutely massive. Look at it compared to my hand. That's huge. I've honestly never seen one so big. Look at that. It's laying eggs, look. I'm going to leave that there. That's what these are. It's making its eggs. The tide will be up soon to it, so I'm not going to bother putting it in the water. If it's breeding, just leave them be. That's such a cool creature. Look at the size of that. That is awesome to see. First time seeing one this big. I usually find loads like this, but never a giant. I'm going to leave it be now, guys. Cool little creature, that. Never seen one that big before. Where's all the scallops? I've gone on a mad scallop hunt now, just trying to find some stuff. I've checked the holes and I haven't found any lobsters. It's been quite dead today, but at least we got a little feed out of it. If you've got a few scallops, you really can't go wrong. Hopefully, down here we find some more. There's a shoal of fish that's gone past. Such a calm night, you'll see anything. From a long distance as well. Come on, scallops, where are you? Found a scallop. Right in the corner, look. Whoa. As I nearly fall on my backside, I got another scallop. Nice one as well. Big eating size today. So glad I came out. Just for a little stroll around. Now we're getting rewarded with some delicious seafood. Hopefully, now the tide's down, we can start finding a few more. If you find a scallop in an area, guys, there's a lot of weed washed up around it. It's always a good idea just to rake it around, because often they'll just be balled up with the seaweed. After the last storm, I found quite a few scallops when I was just raking along like the edges like this, where the seaweed's actually loose. And if any scallops are around, they'll get rolled up in that. Check this out, guys. I'll just dig this down a little bit. Right there. That's a nice lobster. Alright, let's get him out. This shipwreck, this is the third time I've been to this. The third big tide in a row. And literally, this is the third lobster I've had under here. And all the years before, I never used to find much. This one's soft. That's definitely soft. There you go. Oh, look at that. He is freshly molted. Look at the give on that shell. He couldn't even pinch me if he tried. Look at that lobster. He must have eaten his old carapace, unless he's buried it somewhere. Usually they'll eat it for the calcium. I'm not going to mess around with this lobster too much. That is really soft, that lobster. It's probably only molted in the last day. So I'll keep him in there, out the way of the birds. Put some rocks up for him, and he's good to go. I'll see you later, bro. Check this one out. I only knew it was here because of the sound it made. He's right up in the rocks there. Look at that. It's got quite a big piece of weed on. You can see why the tide whips them off the sand and brings them ashore. Let's do this little one a favour. There we go. Sorted. Keep him in his little pool. I've noticed on this beach the anemones, they are really bright. Must show very good water quality. They're really vibrant. And that's like a lot of the strawberry anemones. They are vibrant as well. The ones that I've seen them lower down on the tide. Must be very good water quality. Next video I might go and get some oysters if I'm lucky. The amount of sea hare eggs all around the beach at the moment. Fascinating to see. Must be those big ones that are doing it, because these are some of the biggest eggs that I see. Her lady crab. There's some monster prawns around here. I'm gonna have to come here on a nighttime forage and try and get some of these prawns. It's getting to that time of year where they're really big, chunky things, so you'll be able to get quite a few. Very impressed with the amount of ormers I've found. Look at that, just stuck to the side of the rock. They are everywhere. Great to see. Hopefully January's productive. Seeing a lot of empty ormer shells as well, which is really weird. Seeing more ormers, but seeing more clean shells as well. Hopefully the octopus are not eating all the ormers. What a beautiful view from out here. You can see the tide rip just here. It's great for bass. Should have brought a spin rod with me. I'm still on a mission trying to find some scallops. The tide's on its way up now, so it's definitely time for me to start making a move out. But it's always worth one little glimpse around just in case, because you can always miss them really easily. A lot of interesting pieces of pottery on this beach. Interesting. I've found coins and all sorts down here before. No scallop. So there you go, guys. That's today's catch. 4 lovely sized scallops. 2 of them are beauties. Nice and clean as well. Looking forward to eating these. It's funny how all the creatures today are really bright. Everything's obviously getting good nutrients. Great to see. What a forage. Yum, 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 and yum. Get in my bag. We are back in the kitchen, guys. I'm just going to shock these scallops. Just open it up a little bit. Get underneath. Cut down the shell. Beautiful. What I'm going to do today is just take the frills out, exposing the meat. There's not much roe in these scallops, that's for sure. So just get the frills and the guts out. Just like so, keeping that juice in there. brilliant bait, that. As you can see, I'm not the best scallop shocker in the world. That bit, I'll just keep that in there. Don't waste nothing when you only got 4. Now for the big daddy one. There we go. Lovely big chunk of meat in that. Look at that. It's like a golf ball. Beautiful. Look at the size of the piece of meat inside that scallop. Very nice. So there we go, guys. Check those out. Nice clean scallops in the shell. And all I'm going to do is just get a little bit of Guernsey butter on each of the scallops. Can't beat seafood with Guernsey butter. Just a little bit. I'm going to add some crushed black pepper. It says white pepper, but I've crushed black pepper in it. So a little bit of black pepper in each one. I'm going to put some sea salt as well, but I need 2 hands for that. And then just a little dollop of hoisin sauce, just to give it that little saltiness. I've never done this before, but I'm always open to try new things. So there you go, guys. I'll put some sea salt on. We'll get it in the oven. Check those out. That looks awesome. A nice sized meat in those scallops. We only found 4, but we found 4 really nice ones. And they are really chunky meat inside of them as well. Let's get them cooked up. Check those out. That's looking absolutely delicious. I don't want to cook the scallops for too long. They really don't need to be cooked for very long. You can see they firmed up. That's good enough for me. Let's try these bad boys. Ooh, I'm very much looking forward to trying these. It smells amazing with that hoisin sauce on. Gives it a unique taste, really. It's not bad at all. Like, you don't need much with scallops anyway, but just that little dab of flavourings just enhances them that much. They just melt in your mouth when they're cooked like this, because they're essentially boiled in a load of juice. So you've got that, ouch, this pan's hot, ow! So you've got a burnt finger. But no, you've got a concoction of flavour all in one little place and boiling the scallops up. Look at that. Oh, you'd pay a pretty penny for this in a restaurant. Even just 4 scallops. Severely hot. I put very little salt because we have got salty items in it already. That there is something else. That's so tasty. I could literally just drink the juice. Because even the juice has got the scallop flavour to it. You can get that little hit of black pepper. Oh, it's brilliant. What a dish. This is actually really delicious. That hoisin sauce just smothered over the top. Get some juice in the spoon. That is delicious. Yeah, that's a good catch and cook right there. Stay tuned for the next episode. Hope you enjoyed this one. Little forage around, and I'm back out tonight after, hopefully, oysters. I found a spot where there's a lot of oysters growing on the rocks, the Pacific rock oysters that are not native. So I'm going to go there with a chisel and see if we can get them off. If you want any merch, the link's in the description. Stay tuned for the next episode. Smash fishing, baby. Woo!